I have seen the Epstein files, and of course, Trump's in them, like everybody else is in them, like I'm in them. Trump had a friendship with him back 25 years ago, but there's no indication whatsoever that Trump did anything wrong, any more than that I did anything wrong. So just having your name in the files doesn't mean anything. I was his lawyer. Trump was his acquaintance.
And Chris, if I could add one more piece here, what is going to be incredibly...
Let me offer a few numbers. The first number I'll offer is a percentage, 74%. That's the percentage of Republicans who say we should cut taxes even if it increases the deficit. That is well above, I think, the 22% who felt that way in 1992. I'll offer some other numbers as well. How about Mike Pence's net favorable rating, which was north of 70 points, plus 70 points among Republicans before Trump went after him. Now he's in the minus territory. If you go after Donald Trump and you're a Republican, I don't care how popular you once were, your favorable ratings will fall. There is no Republican at this particular point who can take on Donald Trump and come out of that fight winning. If Elon Musk wants to stay in the good graces of Republicans, he better make up with Donald Trump, because the person who will be hurt by this is not Donald Trump, it is Elon Musk.
Yes, breaking. President Trump says his relationship with Elon Musk appears to be over, warning that Elon would face serious consequences if he funds the Democrat. This is extremely concerning. This is coming after the clash. When I look at recent tweets and videos, when you take a look at this, President Trump says he wishes Elon Musk and Tesla were, after a reporter asked if he was going to sell his new Tesla.
And thank you for putting on a brave face.
I can understand why, on a human level, Trump would be disappointed that his friend challenged his bill. But Elon critiqued the bill. Trump critiqued Elon. Elon is a citizen. Trump is our president. We elected him to lead. He should be leading, not fighting with citizens. Now Elon is firing back by accusing Trump of being in files, which I find unnecessary and disappointing by Elon, especially since he was originally taking a more principled position. But here's what's most important. Mr. President, this is a 1,116-page bill that passed 2 days after being introduced. Politicians made a bill so long that no one could read it. And then they voted on it without reading it. It extends tax cuts that you made in 2017 but did not reduce the deficit.
The Republican Party can get into a fist fight tonight and won't nobody go over there to the Democratic side. You guys are crazy. If you think that because Elon and Trump are getting into it online, y'all think because they getting into it, okay, so what? They had a disagreement. In my opinion, Elon just needs to stay offline, because we know Elon is a little bit immature. I know he's the richest man in the world, but we know he's immature. We know, some, you know what I'm saying? He got a little something going on. He got 13 baby mamas, 13 kids, or something like that. But anyway, it don't mean nothing that that they've gotten into it. And as a matter of fact, when I looked up some of the articles, I see CNN is going live about it right now. That's all they're talking about. They couldn't wait for there to be a break in the goodness that's been going on since Trump has gotten back into office. They couldn't wait for something to go wrong. Oh, look. Oh, they're having a disagreement. That's his right-hand man. Oh, that's this and the third. People disagree. But that doesn't mean the whole economy is going to crash because they disagree. It's interesting that CNN is trying to broadcast live about this, but just like they only broadcasted live during one of Trump's speeches, the one that the attempted assassination was put on his life. That was one of the other times they live streamed about Trump. They didn't do any other campaigning live streams besides that one where they were trying to take his life. But that's neither here nor there. I'm not worried about Elon. I'm not worried about Trump. Trump is still a president. Elon was hired for a job. He did a great job. Now they don't get into it. It goes against Elon and his company with the EVs and all of that. Okay, that's fine. They'll figure it out. But it's okay for them to disagree like that, because with the previous administration, they didn't disagree on anything. Everything that was going wrong with the economy, everything that was going wrong in our school system, everything, it was too many things to name. All of the natural disasters that happened, none of our people received any help. All of the illegals were getting all of the assistance. Nobody disagreed with any decisions that were being made by God knows who, because we know it wasn't Biden. We know Biden and Kamala didn't do anything at all except for bringing this country down. That's the one thing they can agree on, is not doing ish for us. So no, I'm not worried about Trump and Elon. They'll be all right.
Yes, I want people to move on. They should not focus on this. When you take a look at the whole situation, you realize now the mainstream media will focus on this, forgetting important issues to cover.
Are you guys ready to watch perhaps the most amazing event of political contortionism that you've probably ever seen in your entire life? This feud that's developing between Donald Trump and Elon Musk is getting ready to twist the radical left into the biggest pretzel you've ever seen. You're getting ready to watch an entire political party who spent the better part of this year firebombing his dealerships, destroying Tesla vehicles, and protesting every weekend because Elon Musk was aligned with Donald Trump. And now that there's a feud developing, they love him. But what they don't seem to understand is the feud that's being developed is because Elon Musk wants more cuts, more spending cuts. He wants his Doge cuts codified, and the big beautiful bill doesn't go far enough. And now what's going to happen is Donald Trump and Elon Musk are going to waltz the radical left into suddenly defending Elon Musk and demanding the cuts that Elon Musk wants to see in big beautiful bill materialize. So a party who opposed Doge, an organization and a group of people who hated Elon Musk for finding waste, fraud, and abuse are suddenly going to be supporters of Elon Musk and are going to be advocating for the cuts that didn't make it into the bill because they want to see Donald Trump lose this feud. And that, folks, is the genius of the Donald Trump show your ass theory. See what they're doing?
I allowed this guy to reply B. That is exactly what is going on. According to them, Elon is coming back to be a Democrat. Politics is something I'd always put my emotions into it because at a certain time, it can kick you off. Yes. Libras are picking this up and they are extremely happy. Thank you guys for always been sharing out my videos. God bless you abundantly. If you see videos after this, that is for a YouTube algorithm. I always put shorter videos, so please, you can end here.
A really big bomb. Donald Trump is in the Epstein files. That's the real reason they have not been made public. Have a nice day, DJT. Oh, damn.
Disgusting.
Time to drop the really big bomb. Donald Trump is in the Epstein files. That is the real reason they've not been made public. Have a nice day, DJT.
Look, you're trying to distinguish yourself. I mean, it is very important.
My own path.
Well, I'm glad that you kept the name.
Effing who?
People line up for my advice. And you're walking away like I'm stupid. It's like, I've written books. I've given speeches.
Why don't we choose more carefully who we're going to lionize?
There are just many natural reasons why marriage, infertility, trying to have kids.
There's something wrong with this person. Like, she's seriously depressed here and actually found a way to bitch and moan about how hard it is to live in the White House.
What did you make of Donald Trump's post? This will prevail.
It also shouldn't be racial.
Require Carmelo to run. He had
100.
Has been overwhelming. He lies.
But what if he says self-defense?
There's no self-defense. The kids in here and resolve this issue is called conflict resolution.
Again, the evidence is still coming in.
This is definitely a self-defense case because
she's fearful of what might happen to her.
Followers for anything. And then
Registration Act is
talking about this man, Killmonger.
My summary of the first 100 days is that
if film and TV productions continue to
first term, and you will be very...
Once again, the field was littered with Wintour does every year. This Carmelo Anthony case.
Live in the White House. Many people.
Like a little unhinged drunk.
And black.
From an employee, and they had a brother.
So are you guys ready to watch perhaps the most amazing